Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for your patience. We were trying to delay a little bit because we realized the parking was difficult and trying to give more people a chance to park and get seated comfortably before we started. So thank you for your patience in our delay. My name is Doug Hooker, and I am a member of the Trey Clegg Singers. I have the pleasure and honor of singing with over 40 fabulous musicians. I personally am a bass, but you probably couldn't tell that. On behalf of the entire ensemble, I want to welcome you this afternoon, and I hope that you will enjoy the music that we offer for your listening pleasure. The Trey Clegg Singers is Atlanta's premier multicultural chorus. Our goal is to promote healing and love through music. You know, God gives every culture music, and all of us as human beings can find common human elements when we share music with one another. And our goal is to try to do so. And as such, we welcome singers of all ages, races, tongues, genders, sexual orientations. However you identify, we welcome you. So if anybody's interested in joining us, we got plenty of openings next year, so let us know. Likewise, we try to offer music that springs from a wide diversity of the human spectrum, from cultural traditions that represent the totality of humanity. And so with that in mind, last year, we made the decision that we would dedicate this year's 9th annual spring concert totally to the music of the original Americans, our Native American brothers and sisters. Towards that goal, thank you, yes. Through the hard work of another one of our members, one of our altos, Miss Ann Timpkin, we were able to obtain a grant from the National Endowment for the Arts, which is a very prestigious thing. And that grant enabled us to do research, to identify living Native American composers, and to meet with them. And those are the composers whose music we will be performing this afternoon. All of these composers are alive. Some of them will actually be watching a live broadcast. Pressure, pressure, pressure. And so we hope we do our best. And we'll also be graced with a flute player who will be joining us from the Eastern Band Cherokee, Miss Amanda Johnson. She's a lovely flute player, and we know you'll enjoy her as well. On the back of your programs, there are 2 QR codes. See them? The code on the left, you scan it, you can get the bios of the composers, and you can get the lyrics, which might be helpful because some of the songs we'll be singing will be in the indigenous language, indigenous tongue. So you can see the words in that language that we're singing, and you can also see what the English translation is. So you can follow along in that regard, but you can keep listening, of course. And then the code on the right code, it's a code you can scan to make a contribution. And to Trey Clegg Singers, and specifically we're seeking financial support for our next concert, which will be our last concert of the year. It's not open to all audiences, unfortunately. It's a concert specifically for the Chorus America Conference. Chorus America is a membership organization for all the choruses across all of North America, in fact, from the world, quite honestly. And so composers, choral directors, choral performers, and musicians from all over the globe will be coming to Atlanta next month for this conference. And every year for the conference, they choose less than a handful of choruses to perform for all the attendees. And no pressure, but we're one of the handful that got chosen. So, yeah. So for this concert, we will have extra expenses, some specialty musicians and other kinds of things. So your donations will enable us to present our best performance as we represent all of you. We take you into the room with us. Now, I've spoken enough. Don't have time for questions, sorry. Let's get on with the reason why you're really here, not for my lecture, but for the wonderful music. It is my honor to present my fellow choristers, the Trey Clegg Singers, led by our incomparable director, Maestro Trey Clegg. Thank you.
Amen. afternoon. I don't need this, but the live stream does. I'm so glad to see you today. Thank you for coming to share in a project with us that has been in the making for a good year. Ever since I was a child, my parents have instilled in me the importance of honoring those ancestors who were the real Americans. We're the immigrants. And the way they took care of the land for centuries was incredible. We get to exist today because of the centuries of care and love they took for nature. I'm so thankful that we get to do music by a culture that is almost unheard of musically in classical music. As you may know, we were awarded a grant from the National Endowment for the Arts specifically to research and study Native American music. I've been all over the country, either in person or on Zoom, interviewing Native American composers and performers from various tribes the last year. The first piece you heard today was Ambe, which means welcome in the Cree language. The Cree tribe was from Canada and Manitoba specifically, and Minnesota and Wisconsin. Their word for welcome is Ambe, and you could sense the highly developed rhythms in that piece. It's a 12-part, not 4, not 8, but 12-part harmony within the choir on that opening piece. The second piece you just heard that the women sang is from the Chickasaw Nation. I had to think for a minute. The Chickasaw Nation in Oklahoma. Jared Tate is a composer, a classical composer from the Chickasaw Nation in Oklahoma, and he is clearly the most well-known and celebrated Native American composer living today. He's a Grammy-winning composer and a wonderful human being. Chickasaw Nation. That piece that the ladies just sang is "We Are the Storm," meaning storms may gather, noun. Let us storm, verb, and turn the tide. As my friend Congressman John Lewis said before I played his funeral in 2020, we got to get in some good trouble. Let us storm and turn the tide. And then the land will be ready for harvest and ripening again. But we got to let people know, knowledge is power, letting people know the history. Some folks don't know the history. Y'all, these Native Americans were here thousands of years before anybody else got here. So this is a chance to just celebrate that musically. Thank you for being here to share that with us. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad to see a full house today. This is on and popping. Next, we present to you a piece from the Cherokee Nation. This is the audition chamber singers out of the group. They'll be singing in English. It's a piece called Where There Is Meaning. And this young man, Keegan Ryan, just graduated from college yesterday in Oklahoma with his bachelor's. And yes, Keegan, I announced it. He's watching the live stream from Oklahoma right now. He composed this piece for his senior project in college. He just graduated with his bachelor's degree in music theory and composition from Oklahoma State, and he grew up on the Cherokee Reservation in Oklahoma. This kid is really going places. Keegan Ryan is his name, and his beautiful, elegant part writing in this motet is saying something. It's talking about finding our way back home. Think about that for a minute. All those Native Americans that got pushed away on the Trail of Tears and had to walk. Do you know how far it is to Oklahoma? Had to walk from Georgia and North Carolina, Tennessee to Oklahoma. And many didn't make it. Died along the way, you know. So here we are, finding our way back home, where there is meaning, by the young Keegan Ryan from the state of Oklahoma on the Cherokee Reservation there. God bless you. town. A lot. Two of them I make music with quite a bit. One is my dear friend Justin Cornelius. Justin is our staff tenor, soloist, and section leader in the church choir here at First Congregational, and he also sings in the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra chorus with me. Justin and I have been knowing each other a very long time, and it is a great joy and privilege to work with him. 48 hours ago, Justin learned a piece in the Cherokee language called One Drop of Blood. If we have any one drop of blood in us, we are apart. I just think that's marvelous. That's a gift. I'm still trying to find my, even if it's 1/1000th, I'm going to get in the middle of Peachtree Street and do the holy dance. Justin sings this so beautifully, One Drop of Blood, also by Keegan Ryan, the young man who graduated yesterday. And then following him will be my dear friend Joshua Troutman, who's a Morehouse man. Joshua graduated from Morehouse with his degree in music a few years ago. He's working at Morehouse now, and he sings professionally in the U.Z. Brown Society of Choraleers here in town. He will sing a piece called Reclaim the Land by Muskogee composer Dr. Kirsten C. Kunkel, who lives in Ohio. She is Muskogee. Her mom was Muskogee. And her daughter is also a registered member of the Muskogee tribe as well. Kirsten wrote this piece, Reclaim the Land, talking about how the Muskogee tribe found its way back to Georgia. You know, the land on which we sit right now was the Muskogee tribe land. This is where the Muskogee tribe lived before the Trail of Tears. So she and her family found her way back here, and the Muskogee flag now resides in Georgia again. So she wrote this piece, Reclaim the Land. Listen to the text because it's powerful. It even talks about the magic and the importance of wearing your hair naturally. I love that text. So please welcome my friends, Justin Cornelius and Joshua Troutman, as they deliver Cherokee and Muskogee pieces.
stays long, and braids are never cut. Schools do not exist to change them. Women are no longer missing. Their bodies never found. Now is the time. Now is the time. The great arch stands illuminated. Keep his demand attention amid the big sky. They demand attention. Now is the time. The land is theirs, sharing it with allies and trees. The red sunset, snowy mountains, flowing water. The collective breath that is nature. Now is the time. Remember who they are and who they always have been. Reclaim the land. Become part of the landscape again.
One of the greatest joys and opportunities in being a choral conductor, which some choral conductors never get to experience in their entire career, is to commission a composer to write a piece just for your choir. And your choir does the world premiere of that piece. Some months ago, I was talking to my Chickasaw composer friend Jared Tate in Oklahoma and asked if he knew a Muskogee composer because we are on Muskogee former territory here. And he goes, oh sure, the only classical composer in the entire Muskogee Nation is Dr. Kirsten C. Kunkel, who wrote the piece that Josh just sang. So I called her up and asked her, Kirsten, can you compose a piece for us? And she thought about it for a minute and said, I think I'd like to do that. So we talked about this whole notion of what it means to be Muskogee. You know that when you've heard of the Creek Indians, Muskogee Creek has been used interchangeably. I've learned a lot from talking to Kirsten these last months. So she wrote us an 8-part a cappella extensive piece for the choir, which will be heard for the first time in the world here in a minute. The stream stopped. Okay. The live stream must have stopped. No, it's still going. Okay, good. She says it's still going, so good. Thank you so much for taking care of that. I have a lot of help. So please enjoy this very difficult 8-part a cappella setting of a piece that was written for us called Muskogee Esti Jadi. We are still here.
I don't normally use street language on stage, but girl, you have no idea how long it took us to learn that. Oh my God. My dad developed a real curiosity and interest and love for the Choctaw Nation when he was in college. And so I searched and searched and searched for a Choctaw composer and found one. Dr. Charles Shadle is a composer who teaches on the faculty of MIT. And he wrote a beautiful, soft, serene organ piece called Red Moon. And I'd love to play it for you. I played it for the prelude at church this morning. It's just a very, very beautiful, simple piece that uses the flutes of the organ, but it really does imitate the Native American flute in its texture and themes. I wouldn't listen with your Mozart ears by any stretch of the imagination, because it's going to be harmonies that aren't used to the regular ear, you know. But it's a lovely, beautiful piece. And I hope you'll enjoy it, from the Choctaw Nation by Dr. Charles Shadle from MIT. last summer, my partner Fernando and I went to North Carolina to the Cherokee Reservation, and I was in search for some composers and instrumentalists, and I wound up meeting some of the Eastern Band Cherokee. The Eastern Band Cherokee Nation is those who found their way back here or whose ancestors managed to escape the Trail of Tears and what have you. I met some incredibly lovely, wonderful folks there. And once again, I called up my friend Jared Tate. He's my go-to in Oklahoma, the Chickasaw composer. And I said, Jared, I need a Native American flautist like I don't have to fly from Timbuktu to Atlanta for this concert. He goes, I have just the person for you. Amanda Johnson is a Cherokee flautist. She drove here from Tennessee this morning to perform in this concert. I would love for you to meet my new friend, Cherokee flautist. And I haven't had a chance to introduce to you yet my longtime friend and colleague over here playing all this Native American percussion, Miss Cookie Dean. We leave you today with a piece from the Navajo Nation. My parents, one of the last trips my parents were able to take before my dad died was a road trip out to the West. And they went to Santa Fe and Arizona and so on and so forth. My mom really fell in love with the Navajo Nation out there, and the art, the culture, the people, the food, it was wonderful. So I found a Navajo piece. This is a piece called Spirit of the Winding Water. It's all about nature. As you know, Native American culture gives us so much knowledge about nature. This is all about what nature gives to us. Enjoy this piece featuring a cappella chorus, Native American flute, and Native American percussion. Spirit of the Winding Water. And thank you for joining us for an afternoon of Native American music, because we don't get to hear this very often. God bless you.
everyone out in the atrium.